You can get caught up in it so much that you forget, why am I doing this? What is the cause after this?
We need to have American Muslim fashionistas.
Hijab is not fashion. It's not fashion.
I think it's very important to identify yourself through Allah's guidelines and through your own creativity.
I think the veil is a restrictive, terrible symbol. I can't condemn the veil enough.
The girls around me would look into Rihanna, Britney Spears, and Christina Aguilera. These days, it's more about Yas Spaz, Dina Torkia, and Winnie Detwa.
What does it mean to be fashionable and modest? How do you balance materialism and modesty? Are Muslims feeding into a culture that glorifies narcissism through social media? Does all this defeat the purpose of wearing hijab and modesty? The Muslim fashion industry is estimated to be worth at least $96 billion, and the number of fashion designers, bloggers, and consumers is booming. YouTube features thousands of hijab vloggers ready to teach you how to rock the latest scarf style.
Islam and fashion, hijab and fashion, it's an oxymoron, it cannot happen. I've had people say, you know, is this a fashionable outfit or is it religious? And I say both. Why can't it be both?
But not everyone is on board with what the Muslim fashion scene is becoming. The feelings are mixed. To illustrate, we followed 3 Muslim women and their stories: a YouTube star, a fashion blogger, and a bikini model.
Hi guys.
Hi guys!
Hi guys. Okay, today's video is...
Dina Torkia is arguably one of the most successful Muslim fashionistas on social media. Her YouTube videos receive millions of views and counting. But as you scroll through the comments on Dina's videos, a certain viciousness appears, questioning her intentions and sincerity.
If there's any bad comments on there, I just really use it as a form of entertainment. Honestly, that's what I do. Because most of the time, they probably do have a good point, but it's just the way they say it, so I'm never going to listen to them.
She says that by working in the fashion industry, she not only helps other people keep their hijab on, but she helps herself.
I find it really, really hard wearing the hijab. By the way, I've had really bad times where I'm about to take it off, like so close to taking it off. So I'm also helping myself by doing what I do, because I know how difficult it is, and we only wear it for a reason. End of the day, even if I am going to take it off, I only don't take it off because I think there will be a punishment for me taking it off, and I'm too scared to find out what that punishment is. So everything I do is really to help myself more than everyone else. Sorry guys. But if it helps other people along the way, then it's great.
Sadeel Allam, a Latina from Queens, wears a full black niqab every day when she goes out. But that doesn't mean she believes it's for everyone.
I do observe the face veil, and that's an option that I took upon myself, but I didn't jump into this decision right away. I think that before you tell anybody what to do, you have to learn to love that thing. I personally would not enter Islam if I didn't learn to love it, what's behind it, versus here you go, you gotta snap this on and you gotta do it and you just gotta do it.
What you may not expect to hear is that Allam has more than 50,000 followers through her lifestyle page, Sweet Modesty. We got to follow her in a peculiar experience, as she did a photo shoot of a model featuring clothes and colors that Sadeel would never wear outside herself.
I am completely different than I was 4 years ago. Never would I have ever imagined that I would be dressing the way I am now 4 years ago. My old poses were very seductive. You know, that was the point of it, sex sells. Then I had to remind myself, whoa, you can't pose like that.
It's a journey, and a lot of people forget that. To me, Sweet Modesty, that's what it is. Personally, that's my reflection of my journey.
But how far can We're All on a Journey be stretched? We met one woman whose journey is sure to test even the most understanding of Muslims.
Her evolution to bikini model is so shocking to some, and seemingly a contradiction.
I grew up in a way where Islam was like the most important thing in life. And one day I just took my scarf off, and it felt so weird to be able to have my hair out. I wanted to practice Islam, and I wanted to be a model and actor. I talk to Allah every day, and I feel like Allah guides me in my decisions, and I read the Quran, and I make salat. I'm not saying everybody don't cover or everybody cover. It's not my job. When I was wearing my scarf, there was something about it that I really loved, but at the same time, I wouldn't be able to do this career if I did that.
Like Dina, Maryam also attracts harsh criticism and comments.
Sometimes people are like, this is un-Islamic, and it just pushes you away from Islam. It doesn't bring you any closer to it.
19 months later, we met Maryam Basir again, and this time around, she was the mother of 2 daughters. Her feelings had noticeably changed.
The last 2 years have been like a total whirlwind. I'm still waiting for that moment where I'm like, okay, I have 2 girls now, so I have to be like completely conservative. I haven't gotten there yet. I do obviously have to be mindful of how I dress. If I would want them to wear something, if I would want them to do something, I really have to be the ultimate example now. I never thought of myself before as an example. I thought of myself as I'm just living my life. I'm who I am. People don't have to do, you know, but now I'm like, I am an example because I'm their mom. I can't say, you know, maybe I'll wear my hijab again. I don't know. Just trying to stay in the moment and do the right thing and think about the future. Since I have girls, I think more about the future.
We also caught up with Sadeel, and this time around, she no longer wore the face veil.
Just turn a little bit. Okay, now do something like with your feet, like maybe something like that. There you go. That's perfect. To be completely true to myself, I feel like just like how in the journey we go back a couple steps forward and backwards, I feel like in spirituality, I have drawn a little bit back a couple steps. That's going to be obvious in my outward experience. Clothing is it's a big source of communication to the world and the things that we're trying to do. So I'm trying to create a common ground where I can communicate with people. Presenting myself completely face covered in like, I don't know, a convention or something, it doesn't work for me.
11 months later, Dina Torkia is still keeping it covered and still making videos.
Maria Shamim, and please, just change your style. It's so disgusting and shameful. I literally feel sick. I have no clue why you dress like that. You need help, full stop. Okay then! Naomi Ray says, so glad you didn't say keep it covered. Let's face it, we can see your hair. For all of you guys who don't know, I used to finish my videos with saying keep it covered at the end as a tagline, and I stopped doing that just because stupid things like that, basically. Mr. Care says, how long has your mum been sick? Is there a big community in Cardiff? LOL! Get Vanity, I heard her hijab is so big because it's full of secrets. Mean hijabis. Yes, there's all of this in here. It's just loads of secrets and, you know. Kenzo Moretti, Muslim scum. Alright, Kenzo.
Nice smile. And tell us your name, please.
Hi, my name is Maryam Basir. Would I take the job as a bikini model again? I think so. I think I would. But I kind of feel a little bit differently about it now, if I'm being honest. I feel like I don't want my kids to see that. And then I'm like, okay, but should I do something that I don't want my kids to see right now? You know?
Everyone is struggling with their dunya. So I'm not going to put down the law of what is modest, what is not.
We're all walking into a journey, and some of us are going to fall, and then we get back up. That's just how the iman is. It just falls and you get back up. I don't sit there and I lecture anybody.